So lucky to be alive, to be suspended in this world of energy and to feel it. Feel our breaths, feel our heat emanating from our bodies, feeling the sensations of sound and sight, feeling deeper and deeper inside, with focus, intensity, concentration, focusing on these three items: our breath, following it in, pausing, and out, pausing, as we get ready to begin again, a new moment of time. We breathe every moment. It is a continual process. It does not stop. It does not end until the final breath is taken by the organism. Continual process, making one's flowing, radiant, sparkling, being aware like one is with breath. A worthy goal. Each of us. Help me, allow me. Help me be receptive to. Help me be accepting of whom I am and how I can improve. This is a good goal. Being present in one's own body is an entryway into one's soul, in the expanding awareness, perception we are born with. We have used many times, have a great deal of experience with and about, just like our breathing. Feeling our heat emanating from our body through our skin, our largest organ. Raising one's shoulders gently and then pressing them back. Allowing one's fingers to knit together and rise in front of one's chest in a prayer, in a whatever. One's elbows rising, one's shoulders more squared and pressing gently back. One's eyes opened or closed, one's ears perked. Hearing, feeling the ambience between the threshold of sound and not, potential, possibility of what is about to be now. Floating on a sea of reality. It is this way. The air is a virtual sea of energy. We are immersed. We breathe this air and are fed. Our cells, 37 trillion cells, are fed in one's breath. It is a bundle of miracles we find ourselves being. It had nothing to do with you or I as egos born in the 20th or 21st century. It has a lot to do with evolution. It has a lot to do with one's DNA. And it is a ticket to understanding, a key to evaluating our world, ourselves, our universe, for it is inclusive. It is related. Everything, all that is from one energy explosion. This is the complexity creating dimension of time, space, interactions, energy. Look at what has been found to be possible. Look at the variations of life forms just upon our planet Earth. And each world, I would suspect, is unique in its own way, where habitable life can be found. And being there are trillions of planets in our universe, I suspect it abounds. Being honest and realistic, authentic, as much as one can be, of course we are all different. We are all variables. We are all flexibilities. Being aware of as much as one can to be more consistently aware and calculating as many possibilities as one can. Being calm, resourceful, knowledgeable, flowing in one's bodily processes, awakening one's soul. Qualities and characteristics possess and acquire to have as a goal. Goals. Everyone in some way, shape, or form can improve. This is our goal. Helping each other, being this way. 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 This is life's miracle. What might one do to enjoy and to relish more of one's day? Come to one's practice early and often. Guide oneself into a more receptive mind, to more articulate and purposeful responses. This is what we need practice about on through all day. All day. Oh. It's important to do. We need to educate ourselves. We need to be wise and more purposeful. We flounder on the edges of depression and spendthrift foolishness too often, and obviously too much of the time. When the country we are living in, the United States in my instance, one of the greatest countries that has ever been, not necessarily the best, but it's got a lot of positive attributes to tick off. We find ourselves severely over indebted because of misapplication of funds and resources of our country. There has been great waste. And we as a nation, as a people, have allowed this to occur. Do not look at some other party or circumstance for our predicament. It is your fault and mine. We are the creatures that make up the whole. Raise your voice in opposition to bad behavior. There's a lot going on. The President of the United States is a poor example of what you would want to have as a leader, in my humble opinion. A poor excuse. And has upset the entire world. Like a bear running his paw over a hornet's nest. And mindfully meditating on these kinds of circumstances which exist. Hallowed be thy name. We share a responsibility, a stewardship to participate more fully in our world. It is our birthright, and it is a responsibility, this good fortune. I'm sorry we don't have a background in understanding this. A lot of religions speak of these virtues, but obviously not enough, and in more ways, in new ways, to blend everything together in a more harmonious way for 21st century mankind. We need to grow up, to mature into adults. This is more than important. It is crucial for the success of mankind as a species. When someone can release a deadly pathogen upon people, what's? That's what that is. What is going on with this? How is this being even done? On what basis do we live our lives in this world? On what basis do we live our lives? In subterfuge? In alienation? In power and greed? In misunderstanding? Or do we find common sense? Do we remember the foundation of our own beginning so humbly in our mother's womb as one cell? Do we remember any of these things? We should be. As we are having conversations with our so-called enemies, what is going on? What is going on? Literally, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Where is the backbone of the individuals in our country? The music's continuing for another minute. Yes, mindfully meditate on one's being here now in this 21st century. Smile. For one's effort in self-improvement, rise in the simple awareness of one's being alive. Positive, harmonious, being inclusive of many properties, many ways, many virtues. Namaste.